Hello, you handsome humans. Welcome to step 7 up the tribe triangle. And this is where we're talking about shared missions and how those shared missions actually create heroes in your team, heroic behavior in your family and organization. So hunting big game activates this. When we're lone wolves, well, we're hunting rabbits or we're scavenging. If we are a pack of wolves, now we're hunting bison. And obviously bison are a more significant project that we're going to work on. And significance is one of those big drivers of engagement because people find significant projects more purposeful and meaningful than ones that are insignificant. So inherently, when you, tribe leader, have conducted or implemented a shared mission, well, you're going to create a lot more engagement in your team because it's inspiring. But there's something else that's at play here. It's not just the scope of the mission, although that is important. The bridge here is a wonderful quote by Joseph Campbell, and he says his definition of a hero is someone who's willing to sacrifice themselves for something larger than themselves. That's significance, but it's also something that has to do with other people. Now, in the history of humanity, well, every example of heroism has come from the service of other people within your tribe or your honor-based community, right? Athletes, they will play wounded to support their brothers and sisters on the team. Mothers will sacrifice themselves for their children. Soldiers will sacrifice themselves for their battle buddies. So we need to have not only an honor-based community, but we need to have a shared mission to draw this forth from ourselves. There's also an activator of this heroism, and that is being seen, being witnessed, being acknowledged. And to be witnessed and acknowledged, to be praised within your honor-based community, when you know you're carrying a load on that shared mission, well, that tends to drive a tremendous amount of engagement and retention and commitment, basically heroic behavior. So you, tribe leader, you have the keys, you have the bank account for sharing this currency of engagement and heroism. And this is one of these things that you may have actually an unlimited amount in your resource bank. So use it. Really look for the people that need to be seen and acknowledged and praised. People will do far more for that than they will under the lash. Very, very important. So shared missions. These are really, really important because there's an assumption that as soon as we go shared mission, that I am going to kill off, remember, deciding is killing off other options, I'm going to kill off my individual glory. And this is actually not the case. It's very important to realize that nobody remembers who won the scoring title 5 years ago. Nobody remembers who won the best actor 6 years ago. But you do remember who won the championship. You do remember what won the best picture. That's significance. That's shared mission. And if we can find a way to transcend that individual glory, acknowledge it, witness it, speak it, but then elevate to shared mission, all of a sudden you have more significance. This is an incredibly important dynamic. And remember, these two things are opposite sides of the same coin, right? We need to have shared missions. We need to have collaboration. We need to do those things which are connected. But at the same time, we can't do those things unless we celebrate the individual who is part of that. And this is sounding like a very familiar motif, right? I am because we are. And we are because I am. Ubuntu. Same thing with the wolves. The strength of the pack is the wolf. The strength of the wolf is the pack. You, tribe leader, have to hold both sides of those things. You have to call and activate people with your shared mission, but you also have to acknowledge the individuals for their excellence and watch that heroism arrive. So really conduct this dual-pronged assault, right, if you will, with your families, your work teams. Look at finding things that are inherently larger than any individual. Make sure that they are transparent and collaborative, but also acknowledge when the individuals are doing those things that are serving the whole. And we'll see you out there.